Paige Drusbach, a 5'3 senior. Number 11, Maddie Militello, a 5'3 sophomore. Number 21, Ryan Smith, a 5'9 freshman. Number 22, Marissa Wamas, a 5'6 junior. And number 34, Avi Fleming, a 5'10 junior. Ball loose on the floor and picked up by Emma Gregg. Now gives it over to her teammate, Cassidy Foose. Back out top to her sister, Carly Foose. And it is a Foose family here for the Lakota Lady Raiders. The head coach for Lakota is Erin Foose, and her two daughters are on the team, Cassidy and Carly. So starting lineups for the Lady Raiders is number 3, Emma Gregg, a 5'8 sophomore. Number 4, Cassidy Foose, a 5'6 sophomore. Number 5, Carly Foose, a 5'4 junior. Number 12, Emily Herr, a 5'5 senior. And number 14, Kaya Mumford, a 5'8 junior.
I'm Dan Henning for Everyday Productions. With me is John Peters, and we are videotaping at the Lakota Raiders home over near Kansas, Ohio. St. Joe's Central Catholic Streaks are here tonight. And we're videotaping this on Saturday, the 12th of February, 2022.
Cassidy Foose with both free throws, give her 2 in the game. And an early Lakota 2-0 lead. Now the Lady Streaks will bring it down the floor. Maddie Militello with the ball, being guarded by Foose. Maddie kicks it over to Ryan Smith on the wing for a 3, is up and no good. And loose and picked up by Kaya Mumford, and now she'll give it up to Emma Gregg.
6.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and Lakota's up 2-0.
Lakota with the ball up top is Carly Foose. Carly Foose looking. Right now the Lady Streaks on defense. And Emma Gregg right down the lane. She's going to roll it over to her teammate, and that is Kaya Mumford. Now, that was a tough pass to get through, and somehow it did make it through. It'll be off the leg of Paige Drusbach for St. Joe. Lakota Lady Raiders checking into today's action with a 10-win and 4-loss mark in the SBC, and that is the River Division of the Sandusky Bay Conference. And overall, they are 15-5 on the season, putting together a fine season for the Lady Raiders. And the Lady Streaks of Fremont St. Joe on the season is 4-9 in the league action and 4-13 overall on the season. Quickly down the floor is the Raiders. Back out top to Emma Gregg. Now on the wing. And Lakota being very deliberate, very patient, looking for that open shot. The shot is up and no good by Kaya Mumford, and is almost saved, but went out of bounds off of Cassidy Foose of Lakota and go right back to St. Joe.
Last night we were over here and we videotaped the great Old Fort team playing against Lakota, and it was what, 73 or 4 to 34, something like that. It
was a 39-point win by Old Fort over the Lakota Raiders.
It was a cold night. It was rainy and it turned to snow. There's a little ice on the road today, but not too bad. It's a pretty good day.
Shot for a 3 is up and no good by Marissa Wamas. Lakota down the floor quickly. Foose into the lane. Foose throws it up, and she's going to be fouled and go to the line. In JV action today, the Lady Streaks of Fremont St. Joe won going away 38-16 over the Raiders. Foose at the line, looking for a first point. She got it. Carly Foose, a 5'4" junior, sporting that number 5 on her jersey. Second one, she bends and she sends, and mark that one down. Give her 2 in the ball game. Streaks on the inbound, getting pressure on a full court. We seen a lot of this the other night when the Lady Raiders played Old Fort. A lot of full court pressing on by both schools. Street ball. And that was a tough, tight contest until, I guess, late in the game when Old Fort pulled away, and I believe, what was it, a 10-point win by him, Dan?
I think it was, yes.
And St. Joe with the ball. St. Joe looking. Marissa Wamas Wamas kicks it to Ryan Smith for a three up top. No good. High rebound, long rebound out to Foose of Lakota. She's off and running. Foose, step back, put it up, and she got it to go. Cassidy Foose knocks it down. Cassidy Foose with 4 in the game. Now in the backcourt. Oh, dangerous pass, and luckily it got to Wamas. Now back to Militello and quickly down the floor.
For St. Joe yet.
Shot. Oh, the bank was open. Marissa Wamas just banked it in from up top for a three-pointer. Give her first points of the game. Well, now they're going to give her 2 points on that.
Well, they got 2 up there, but now they've changed. No, they still have it 3. One place they have it 2, and the other place they have it 3.
Emma Greggs with a shot, no good, air ball. And nice catch by Carly Foose. She saved it, and she brings it back out top. Carly Foose looking. Now she kicks it on the wing to Emma Gregg. Emma Gregg up top to Emily Herr. Now over to Cassidy Foose. She hits the floor, and the ball is loose, and Drusbach will pick it up, and she'll give it up to her teammate. Shot is up and no good by Fleming, and it's going to roll out of bounds.
Number 14, Laura Schnell.
The officials for today's ball game are Doug Krieger of the Wood County Area Association, and we got a father-son combination today. We got Bo Schimmel and his son Chad Schimmel from the Toledo Area Association doing the game. St. Joe running the weave up top, and now Militello stops, pops, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and well, I thought they were going to call a jump ball, but they did not. It looked like Cassidy Foose pulled it away from the St. Joe Street player's hands and brings it down and gives it to Carly Foose. Up top to Emma Gregg. Now over in the wing. Now Aubrey Vitt checking into the ball game for Lakota. Kicks the ball over to her teammate, and that is Cassidy Foose. Cassidy Foose with the bucket, give her 6 in the game.
Full press.
Well, Lakota right now up 8-3 on the streaks. And we're going to get a blocking foul out top.
The voice you hear in the background is Kerry Conrad. He was here last night too. You know all the announcing.
Aubrey Vitt with a foul, her first, team's first. Streaks will inbound it. And Maddie Militello now kicks it over to Laura Schnell, who's in the game now. Now Schnell with the ball. Schnell kicks it over to Ryan Smith. Now to back to Schnell. Now quickly to Militello, who takes a shot. It did not go, but she did get fouled.
Fouls number 1, Aubrey Vitt, her second, team second. Shooting 2 for the streaks number 11.
That'll be quickly on Aubrey Vitt, her second foul, team second. Aubrey Vitt, a 5'3" freshman, and I noticed her ball handling skills is top notch. She's an excellent basketball player, but now in foul trouble, and she's going to have a seat on the bench. First free throws up and no good by Maddie Militello. Maddie looking for her first point of the game. She bends, she sends, and mark that one down. Give her 1 in the game.
Lakota. 8-4 is the score. Lakota is leading. 2:15 to go, first quarter.
Carly Foose looking. And I believe Lakota is what, number 2 seeded here in their sectional, Dan, I believe? Is that correct?
I don't know.
Shot is up and good for 3.
11-4 is the lead for Lakota. Kerry Conrad is, he does LAK when they score, and the cheerleaders are supposed to answer OTA. But there are no cheerleaders here tonight.
Well, Carly Foose just busted a three-pointer for Lakota, and she's got 5 in the game. And Lakota stretches that lead out to 11-4. And right now, Lakota leading the way, up by 7. Now the kick up top, losing the handle on it, was number 12, and that's Emily Herr. Now Foose kicks it over to her teammate, and the shot is up and no good by Mumford. Loose on the floor, saved by St. Joe. Oh, it was not saved by Maddie Militello. I thought Maddie had a good save there, and the official was right there to call it.
Right on top of it.
And that was Bo Schimmel, the official. Now the inbounds to Carly Foose looking to inbound it. She finally does get it in to Riley King. Riley King puts it up and good off the glass. Riley King with her first basket of the game. Lakota is definitely not backing down defensively. They're still forcing them to take their time to get it across the timeline. And St. Joe finally does. And now Militello will kick it over to Paige Drusbach, and Paige is going to put it up and in. Paige Drusbach with her first 2 points of the game.
53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's 13-6, Lakota.
As we mentioned, the head coach for Lakota Raiders is Aaron Foose, and the head coach for Fremont St. Joe is Gary Geller. Longtime coach Gary Geller, who come out of retirement. Oh, nice steal and put back is up and no good by Emma Gregg. And it looked like number 5, Carly Foose, hit the floor with the ball.
It's 2 fouls on Drusbach.
It is. That'll be her second. So I got a feeling she might be checking out here pretty soon, because you don't want that 3rd foul before halftime, because if you do, you're definitely on the bench. And Lakota with the ball up top. They're going to down to 25 seconds. Shot is up and no good for 3. And offensive rebound by Kaya Mumford.
A little bit of traveling. 18 seconds, 18.2 to go in the first quarter. Score still 13-6 Lakota.
Marissa Wamas was set to inbound it, and she does to Paige Drusbach, and she'll get it back to Wamas. Wamas brings it down the timeline. Wamas turns, picks up the dribble, passes her teammate Smith. Smith into the lane, puts it off glass, no good. Smith tried to put it back up, and she's going to be fouled and be going to the free throw line.
15.6 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Foul will be on Kaya Mumford. That'll be her first, team's 3rd. Ryan Smith. That young lady is only a freshman. Puts the first one up, and she knocked it down. Ryan Smith looking for point number 2 in the ball game. Ryan Smith missed it and rebounded by Lakota. Well, they're going to have to hurry with 2 seconds. The half-court shot is no good.
Finished first quarter 13-7. Lakota over St. Joe.
Start second quarter for the Streaks, number 11, Henning, number 25, Emma Kelly. The Raiders, number 2, Zoe Whitman, and number 5, Carly Foose.
You there, Dan?
I'm Dan Henning for Everyday Productions. With me today is John Peters, and we are at the home of the Lakota Raiders over near Kansas, Ohio. And we are videotaping this game between the Raiders and the visiting St. Joe Crimson Streaks on Saturday, the 12th of February, 2022. Somewhere around 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. They started about 1:20, I think it was. Right after the JV game. JV game, what happened there, John?
Well, the JV game went pretty much Fremont St. Joe's way, winning 38-16. I believe Aubrey Ryder led them in scoring with 8 points. And the Streaks had a nice win for the JV team. And now quickly back to action of the varsity game. Wamas right down the middle of the lane, misses the layup, and Lakota outrunning. Foose with the ball. Foose into the lane, stops, puts it up and in. Boy, that was a nice shot by number 4, Cassidy Foose over top of Mandy Militello.
Straight to the bucket.
And Cassidy Foose with 8 points in the first half of tonight's action. Now getting pressure in the backcourt. Now they finally do get it across. Ryan Smith with the ball. Smith kicks it into Wamas. Wamas is going to let it go off her hands and out of bounds, and they're going to say it was knocked out by Lakota. But we don't talk about the assistant coaches much, Dan, but the assistant coaches for the Lakota Lady Raiders is Ryan Lozier. Or is it Lozier? Ryan Lozier
Ryan Lozier.
And Paula Connors. And actually, Paula Connors' husband, Ben Connors, went to school with my son Corey at Fremont Ross back in 2006. The varsity assistant for Fremont St. Joe is Jason Smith. And I think that is his daughter, Ryan Smith, that is the freshman number 21 playing. And Ryan is actually on the floor fighting for the basketball. So we're going to have a jump ball, and the ball will go back to Lakota. Beautiful gymnasium here, beautiful high school. It's relatively new yet. It's probably less than 10 years old, right, Dan?
Yep, and they have all grades here in this building. They have 2 gyms. There's another gym right behind us. It's used for other curricular activities.
Well, Maddie Militello will be fouled, and she will be fouled by number 14, Kia Mumford. And that'll be her first, team's 4th.
15-7. Lakota leads.
Wamas looking inbound. Wamas still holding the ball. Better get it in. And it's going to be taken away because they got called for a 5-second call, but it was taken away by Cassidy Foose. Foose kicks it. Now it's a kick inside to number 14, Kaya Mumford, and she's going to put up and in. So nice pass. And Kaya Mumford with her first 2 points of the game.
6:43 to go in the first half. It is 17-7 after those 2 points were scored. John, we've seen some exciting basketball this year.
Yes, we have. And hope to see some more yet before the season's over. And, you know, where else would you rather be on a wintry Saturday afternoon but in a gymnasium watching high school basketball?
That's all I watched college when I was a kid. We'd get stormy days, and I would be inside watching. Of course, my dad would watch every game he could. In those days, that meant 1 game at a time. You know, because
right.
Maybe on Saturdays you'd have 2 games playing, but none of this 4, 5, and 6 games, and you have no idea what you're going to watch, huh?
Well, now let me ask you this, Dan. Let's reminisce here a little bit. When you said when you were a kid, is that back when we had horse and buggy?
Just after that.
Oh, okay.
We actually had an outhouse, which we used all the time.
Hey, I even used an outhouse when I was young.
Yeah, but that wasn't your only.
I'm old, but I'm not quite as old as you, Dan.
Yeah, that's all we had.
Maddie Militello for Fremont St. Joe with the ball to the top of the circle, picks up her dribble, trying to get it to Ryan Smith, and she does. Now Smith picks up her dribble, kicks it over to number 25, Emma Kelby, who's in the ball game. Back to Smith for a 3 on the wing is no good. Long bounce, and St. Joe will save it. And that is Maddie Militello. Militello now is going to be taken away by Lakota. And that is Carly Foose all the way to the lane, puts it up in good off the glass. Carly Foose with 7 points of the game.
19-7, similar to what happened last night on this court.
Well, Cassidy Foose leads the way with 8 points for Lakota, and now Carly Foose with 7. Right down the middle, Kelby kicks it over to Aubrey Ryder, who's in the ball game. Aubrey Ryder having a big JV game. And Paige Drusbach with the ball. She's going to be fouled by Lakota. Emily Herr with the foul. Her first, team's 5th. Or check that. That is Emily Herr's 2nd foul. And now St. Joe with the ball. Militello kicks it over to Smith on the wing for a 3. No good. And somebody over there for St. Joe. Who is it? That's Drusbach, I believe. Got the nice rebound and put back. No good. Aubrey Ryder tried to save it, and she went out of bounds. And they're going to say there's a foul on the floor, I believe, by Lakota. That'll be on Lakota's number 2, Zoe Whitman. Her first, team 6th. So the shot from the wing is up and no good, rebounded by Emma Gregg.
I like the fact that St. Joe is taking those shots.
Yes, you gotta. If you want to score, you gotta take your shots. And now Lakota with the ball. Her backs out, kicks it over to Carly Foose. Back out top. Emma Gregg back to Carly Foose. Back to Emma Gregg. Emma Gregg, I noticed the other night, she's a nice basketball player, well-rounded. not just offensively, but defensively, and she runs the floor well. Now Drusbach throws it up and in. Nice job by Paige Drusbach on a little one-hand shot, and she got that to go and give her 4 in the game. Now Lakota with the ball. Emma Gregg with the dribble. Now she backs out. We're almost at the halfway point of the second quarter of today's action. And now over to King. On the wing to Emma Gregg. Now inside to Whitman. Whitman's going to lose a hand on the ball. And we're going to call a blocking foul on Fremont St. Joe. And I believe that is on number 25, Emma Kelbley. That's Elma's first, St. Joe's 4th team foul.
4:24 to go in the second quarter. 19-9, 10-point lead for Lakota.
Right now, Paige Drusbach leads the way for Fremont St. Joe with 4 points of the 9. Emma Gregg steps into the circle. Now kick on the wing for a 3 is up and good by Aubrey Vitt. Aubrey Vitt tickled the twine from the 3-point line. Give her first points of the game. Drusbach with the ball. Drusbach picks up the dribble. Now the turnaround shot is up and no good by Emma Kelbley. And the ball is going to go out of bounds. And then it'll be off of Fremont St. Joe.
Streaks will call a timeout with just under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Score is 22-9, favoring Lakota. John, how long have they had different times for timeouts? It hasn't been that long, has it? Because it used to be just one time. Now they've got 30-second and 1 minute.
We have a full timeout. And I say a 30-second. And I believe that's the only 2. You know, I was just thinking, Dan, big game today. The Buckeyes of the Ohio State University will be traveling up to Ann Arbor to take on their arch rival. Should be a good game tonight. I'm looking forward to watching that. Now the kick inside is going to be knocked out of bounds off of St. Joe. Nice job by Kelbley getting her hand in there.
Didn't Michigan just play Purdue?
Yeah, and they beat them pretty handily. I believe by 20 or more. And that was somewhat of a surprise or shock because the Wolverines have not had that as good a year as they thought they would have.
Wasn't Purdue, what?
Top 5 in the nation.
Top 5, yeah.
And
it's interesting. So many teams in the Big Ten are up there in the top 20.
I know when the Buckeyes traveled to West Lafayette to play Purdue, they were down pretty far, and they fought their way back to tie it up just to lose at a 3-pointer at the buzzer. But that's the game of basketball. The Big Ten has got great basketball this year, folks. Don't kid yourself. It's good basketball. Now Lakota taking away the ball from Fremont St. Joe. Foose with the ball, and she's going to be fouled, I believe, by Kelbley.
There's 3:14 to go first half, 22-9.
Nope. And the big nut is wrong on that one. It is not on number 25, Emma Kelbley. It is on Maddie Militello with the foul. That's her second, team's 5th.
Well, it's Saturday afternoon. You're not really quite awake yet, are you?
Well, that's true. I was up at 7 o'clock this morning driving up to Sylvania, dropping off a shipment of Big Nut pickles, Big Nut barbecue sauce, and Big Nut candles, all raising money for scholarships for the Ohio State University for students.
I got some of those.
Sauter's Market. It's a great market up there in Sylvania.
Somehow they're related to my family, my mother's family.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Smith for a 3 on the wing is up and no good by Ryan Smith. And Lakota with the rebound. Emma Gregg with it. Now she kicks it over to, she was intended for Cassidy Foose and it went behind her head. But luckily her sister, Cassidy's sister Carly Foose was awake enough where she grabbed it real quick before it went out of bounds. And now Carly with the dribble. Now back to Emma Gregg. Now this time it's going to go off of Carly Foose's hands and out of bounds. So the first time she saved the pass, and this time she wasn't ready for it and it went out of bounds. And St. Joe will get it back.
You know, we don't talk about the products that are under your name. You raise money for scholarships for the Ohio State University. But I did have some of those spicy pickles chips, and man, were they ever good.
Well, thanks, Dad. We appreciate the kind words. It's a great product.
I don't say that lightly.
I know. It's you're not a light kind of guy, right? Just kidding. Hey, in all honesty, though, they're made in the Amish country and by an operation that's just phenomenal, and we enjoy working with them. And
I know you sell it in a couple places in Fremont, of course.
We do.
Some of the fast food, or excuse me, not the fast food, the mom and pop shops and others.
A nice save by Aubrey. Nice save by Aubrey Ryder, and St. Joe will keep possession here. But now it's back to Aubrey Ryder. She picks up her dribble, and back to Wamas, and it's tipped away back to Ryder over to Wamas. Wamas throws it up, no good. But yeah, we are definitely in some stores locally in Fremont, and please get out and support students that are going to attend in your own community that may attend Ohio State.
What's the farthest store from Fremont?
The farthest store? Oh boy, that's I'm trying to think. Well, going up to Sylvania, that's almost an hour drive. That's pretty far, but it's actually going to be. There's some stores in Columbus now that are marketing our product, and so it's at least 2 hours. The foul on the floor is on number 10, Paige Drewsbach. That's Paige's third foul, so she might be coming out. I'm not sure.
Well, I do know that none of the profits go to you. They go straight to the scholarship fund.
They do. So anybody would like to make a donation to the Big Nut Scholarship Fund, they can obviously mail that check to our address and make the check out in the name of the Big Nut Scholarship Fund. And it all goes to the students that are going to attend Ohio State. And we enjoy paying forward and helping these kids out because, folks, it's not what you take with you when you leave this world, it's what you leave behind.
And you have also given money directly to Ohio State University, the Ohio State University for Scholarships, over the past few years, too.
That is correct,
as opposed to just local scholarships.
We have an endowment down at the university, and they give out scholarships down there in our name as well, close to $2,000 per scholarship. And that is a yearly thing, and we've given them almost $100,000 in donations. So quickly down the floor, Lakota with the ball. Shot from the wing is no good for a three-pointer, and Emma Gregg at the right place at the right time, picked it up and put it in. And Emma Gregg with her first basket of the game.
Well, I'm proud to know you, John, and I can say that on the air because I know what you go through to try to do this. And not only that, but today here with us up in the stands is your lovely wife, Therese, and she helps a lot. You wouldn't be able to do it without her.
Absolutely. We could not do it without her. She's more the, how would you say, heart and soul or bread and butter of the operation than what the Big Nut is. But we are definitely a team, and we work together, and she puts a lot of time in, and we have to find that fine line between spending time raising money for the students and spending time visiting our grandchildren. So we have 4 wonderful grandkids.
3 boys, all close together.
Yes, and a young lady who is about 3 months old, and she is in England right now with our son and daughter-in-law working for the government. And people ask us all the time, what do they do? Well, we don't know. They won't tell us. They can't tell us.
Yeah, even the kid's daughter couldn't be able to tell you because she's not old enough yet.
That's right. Avi Fleming at the free throw line for Fremont St. Joe, looking for her first point of the game, and she missed. Shot loose on the floor and picked up by Lakota.
27-9 with 43 seconds to go in the first half.
Carly Foose over to Aubrey Vitt.
Oh, you knew that was going in the
yes.
moment she let go of it.
Yes, we did. Aubrey Vitt, the 5'3" freshman, and she's going to end up with a fine career here at Lakota, fine basketball player. Now the shot is going to be up and no good by Wamas, and she's going to be fouled.
One other thing about your what you do with the foundation, you hand out necklaces free. You hand out cards free. People take photographs of you. You never charge for those photographs. That's a lot of stuff to be doing, man.
Well, you know, in today's times in society, we enjoy putting a smile on someone's face, and we we do give out a few things with nothing in return, but other than a thank you, and that's good enough for us. Shot is up and no good by Wamas. Now we're down to 20 seconds in today's first half action. Foose with the ball. Carly looking. Now we're down to 10 seconds. Carly Foose gets a high screen by her sister in the lane, puts it off glass, no good. Rebounded in there by Laura Snell of St. Joe.
I think Laura's one of the captains, isn't she?
She is, the 5'3" senior.
2 captains. Militello is the other.
And as we know, basketball is a game of 2 seasons. We're winding down with the regular season, but folks, we have that second season, and that is a new beginning of the tournament action. Shot is up and no good by Foose, and rebounded by Wamas.
And we finished the first half 30-9, Lakota over St. Joe. And those of you who are watching us on the live stream, we'll be back as soon as this halftime is over. I'll leave the camera up on the scoreboard so that you can see the time while away itself. We are back in the Raiders gym. 30-9, Lakota Raiders girls over the St. Joe Central Catholic Streaks, Crimson Streaks girls. I'm Dan Henning for Everyday Productions, and we're videotaping this on Saturday, the 12th of February, 2022. And with me is the ubiquitous John Peters. And John doesn't have his headset on, so he doesn't even know what I said, so don't tell him what I said.
St. Joe starting the second half of today's action, and now it's going to be taken away by Lakota. And that is number 12 with the ball, Emily Herr. Now the shot is up and no good by Emma Gregg. Rebounded by Carly Foos. Over to Emma Gregg. Now Herr with the ball. To Emma Gregg. Up to Riley King, who starts the second half action today. She did not start the game, but she's starting the second half. And now number 5, Carly Foos, kicks it over to Riley King. Back to Emma Gregg. Emma Gregg, shot is up and no good off the baseline. Rebounded by, who is that? I can't see the number. And that was number 25, Kelbley. Emma Kelbley. Now Emma Kelbley passes the ball. Oh, check, that was Drewsbach passing the ball over number 34, A.B. Fleming. And it's taken away by Lakota. Shot is up and no good by Lakota and rebounded by St. Joe. Well, in today's action, folks, the Lady Streaks of Fremont St. Joe won in the JV game 38-16. And Aubrey Ryder leading the way with 8 points. And then also the JV team for St. Joe, a bunch of them have already been playing the varsity game as well, getting a lot of action. And right now the Lady Raiders of Lakota is up 30-9 on the Streaks. Shot from the baseline is up and good by Riley King. A nice looking shot by Riley King. Give her 4 in the game. And Maddie Militello with the ball. Maddie looking. Now she bounces, steps through the double and gets it over to Kelbley, back to Militello. Militello being guarded. Now she goes to the middle, into the paint, kicks it to Fleming. Fleming puts it up and in. A.B. Fleming with the first 2 points of the game for her. Carly Foos, sporting that number 5, gives it up to Emma Gregg. Emma Gregg on the wing. Gregg looking. Now over to her. Now to Foos. Carly. And I noticed that Cassidy Foos did not, well, don't I take it back, she is in there. Trying to figure, okay, it's Kaya Mumford did not start the second half, so hopefully that young lady is okay. And St. Joe with the ball, Ryan Smith. And it's going to go out of bounds off of the Streaks and off the, I believe, off the hands of Kelbley. Today's officials for the game are Doug Krieger of the Wood County Area Association and father-son combo of Chad Schimmel and Bo Schimmel of the Toledo Area Association. And right now, Carly Foos dribbling into a double, and it's going to be taken away by the Streaks. Quickly to the middle of the floor is Marissa Wamas. Wamas into the lane. She's going to throw it up, and she's going to be fouled and go to the line. That could be on Aubrey Vitt. If it is on Aubrey Vitt, nope. Check that. That is on Carly Foos. Her first, team's first. First free throw is up and good by Wamas. Wamas with 3 in the game, looking for point number 4. She toes the line. She bends, she sends, and no good off the rim. And loose on the floor, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. And let's see which way we're going to go this. It's going to go back to Lakota.
Well, it was number 11 who hustled in there and tried to get the ball, but she really ended up knocking it out of bounds.
Carly Foos gets the high screen, goes right around, goes right to the rim, and she puts it up and in. Well, nice job by Carly Foos. Give her 9 in the game. And Lakota keeps stretching that lead out.
4:32 to go in the third quarter. It's 34-12.
Now Wamas gives the ball to Militello, tied up. Gives it over to Ryan Smith. Smith puts it up, no good, short off the rim. And nice hustle by Cassidy Foose, got in there and grabbed it, and she still has it, crosses the timeline. Over to her sister, Carly Foose. From one Foose to another. Now the kick inside to Kaya Mumford. And she's going to be fouled.
I think it was 11 maybe. That's what he calls.
Good call, Dan. It is on Mandy Militello. Her third, team's first. Now Foose to Aubrey Vitt. Ooh, looked like she carried the ball.
Yep.
Actually, she carried it right out of bounds. She knocked out of bounds and back to St. Joe. Some people call it SJCC, Fremont St. Joe, and it's also known as Bishop Huffman School in Fremont, Ohio.
They were actually going to change the high school's name to Bishop Huffman, but there were a lot of people who protested about it because they wanted to keep the St. Joe name, so that's Bishop Huffman Schools. It includes the Catholic schools in Fremont, but it's still St. Joseph Central Catholic.
Well, Cassidy Foose just got hammered to the floor on the shot to the rim by A.B. Fleming. And so Foose with the first free throws up and no good.
Of course, Bishop Huffman was from Fremont.
That is correct. A.B. Fleming with her first foul for Fremont St. Joe, team second. Second free throw attempt by Foose is up, and she got it.
When I say they protested, they didn't protest outside the door. They just quietly told people, hey, we want to stay St. Joe.
Well, Cassidy Foose with a big game going with 11 points in today's action. And now St. Joe brings it across the timeline, getting double teamed over there. Pass to Ryan Smith. Smith over to Kelby. Kelby looking. Now gives it up to her teammate, to Wamas, and it's taken away by Lakota. And that is Carly Foose. Great hustle by the young lady. Now she kicks it into Mumford. Back to Foose for the shot. Is up and no good. Loose on the floor and picked up by Cassidy Foose.
And she loses out of bounds, no penalty, so it goes to the team in red. 3:13 to go, third quarter, 35-12. Lakota leads.
It's been pretty much all Lakota in this game today, action-wise. And let's see if St. Joe still has time to make a run here. We've got 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now the pass to Wamas, and it's going to be taken away. Loose quickly down the floor to Vitt. Aubrey Vitt puts it up, no good, too hard, and rebounded by Emma Gregg. Emma Gregg puts it up. I don't know how that did not go down.
No.
And it rolled back out. And now we're going to call a foul on Lakota. And that foul will be on Emma Gregg. And that is her first, team second. Now Militello walks down the floor, guarded by Vitt. Picks up the dribble into Wamas, into the paint. Kicks it over to Drusbach. Over to Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith picks up the dribble. Now kicks it back up top to Militello. Aubrey Vitt plays tough defense, and she's taking the ball away, almost took it away from her. Now Militello gets over to Fleming. Fleming puts it up and in. Nice job by A.B. Fleming. And she could go to the line to complete the three-point play.
Number 14, Kaya Mumford, her fourth.
And that foul will be on Kaya Mumford.
That's why Mumford was sitting on the bench for a while.
Yes. Now she's really in foul trouble with 4 fouls. Team's third. And Kaya Mumford will go back to the bench. Have a seat. Now, as I said, number 34, A.B. Fleming puts the free throw up and no good. And St. Joe will get the offensive rebound.
Got a jump ball.
And it will be a jump ball between Emma Gregg and Marissa Wamas. And now Vitt will inbound it. And now she'll get it right back. Aubrey Vitt, the 5'3" freshman, brings it down. Now she gives it to her teammate on the wing, Emily Herr. The senior guard puts it up, and she's going to be fouled.
These officials are working really well together, aren't they?
They are. Well, you got father and son, so you can't get much better than that, right, Dan? As far as knowing each other. And it's funny, but the son, Chad Schimmel, made the comment that he was the father. And I said, well, you look awful young for being the father, being the dad. He just laughed. Shot is up and good by Emily Herr.
Maybe his real name's Benjamin Button. That was a good movie.
I tried giving Chad Schimmel a Buckeye. He says, oh, no, I'm a Wolverine fan. And I said, oh, that's okay.
Hey, it's honesty.
And so I look at his dad, which I didn't know was his dad at the time, and he says, I said, your name, sir? He goes, Bo. I said, oh, don't tell me your name's Bo Schembeckler. And he just laughed. And he took the Buckeye because he is a Buckeye fan. So not in all cases father and sons agree. Oh, nice shot is up and good off the glass.
38-14, Lakota over St. Joe. 1:40 to go, third quarter.
You know, Riley King put that one in, give her 6 in the game for Lakota. And now the pass is over on the wing to Paige Drusbach. Paige Drusbach, the 5'3" senior, puts it up and no good. Paige hits the floor. And the putback by Fleming is no good, but she's fouled. Avi Fleming, the 5'10" junior.
Shade 2 for the Streaks, number 34, Amy Fleming.
And Emma Gregg with the foul, her second, team's fourth. Fleming with 4, looking for point number 5. She bends, she sends, and no good.
And for the Streaks, number 14, Laura Schnell.
Laura Schnell checking into the game for Fremont St. Joe. Well, let's see if Avi Fleming can split them. And no, she missed that one as well. And off the hands of Lakota's Emily Herr. So it'll go back to Fremont St. Joe. So St. Joe catching a break. Paige Drusbach, the senior, looking, still looking. She's got to get it in, and she does into Wamas. Back to Drusbach. Drusbach puts it in.
She does.
So she barely got it back in bounds. She wasn't expecting the pass, and somehow she got it and threw it up and it rolled on the rim and in.
16 points for St. Joe, 38 for Lakota.
So give Drusbach 6 points in the game. She's got 6 of the 16. And the shot from the baseline is up and no good by Zoe Whitman of Lakota. Now Drusbach kicks it on the wing over to Wamas. And now Aubrey Ryder into the game, number 24 for Fremont St. Joe. Wamas for a 3 on the wing, no good. And Fleming hustling over there, getting the ball. And now she's tied up in the corner by Riley King. And a little exuberant on Riley King's part, I believe. They're going to call her for a foul. And that'll be Riley's second, team's 5th. St. Joe will inbound it right in front of their bench.
Not too many fouls this game.
Well, it's been pretty much a fast-paced ball game. Dakota's jumping out to a 13-7 lead at the end of the first quarter and up 30-9 at half. And right now it's been 9-7 Lakota this quarter. Now the putback by Fleming is up and she's fouled and she'll right back to the line again. So let's see if the young lady can knock a couple down this time. That was foul on Zoe Whibben, her second, team 6th. So one more foul and Fremont St. Joe will be in the bonus.
About 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
First free throws up and no good again.
Total miss.
And I believe that's 4 of them that the young lady has missed. So let's see if she can cash it on the back end of this second free throw. Avi, she bends, she sends, and no good again.
Too hard.
Loose on the floor, picked up by St. Joe. Nice job by Wamas. Wamas goes underneath, tries a reverse layup, and she's going to be fouled. So she'll be going to the line, and they are in the bonus. That foul's on Riley King, her 3rd, team 7th. And Marissa Wamas at the free throw line. Marissa, she bends, she sends, and no good. Spun in like a top and spun right back out. Now King is out. Foose is back into the ball game, and that is Cassidy Foose. Let's see, the second free throw by Wamas is, oh, good. She got that one off the glass, and that one banked in, and young lady give her 4 points in the game.
38-17 Lakota, 14 seconds. Almost to the end of the third quarter.
Emma Gregg over to Foose on the wing for three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And check that was Aubrey Vitt. My bad, Aubrey Vitt. So give Aubrey 6 points.
41-17, Lakota leads as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter for the streets, number 11, Henning, and number 21, Ryan Smith.
Okay, we're back. 8 minutes to go. Just 8 minutes left here in the game, John.
Well, Laura Snell inbounds it to Maddie Militello. Maddie gives it up to Snell. Snell kicks it over to Drewsbach. Now it's going to be taken away. The intended pass was to Fleming, I believe, and knocked out of Drewsbach's hands. And quickly down the floor is Emily Herr on the wing for Vitt. And that time she did miss it. And now Foose with the ball. The shot is up and no good by Cassidy Foose, and she's going to be fouled by St. Joe. That'll be on Avie Fleming of Fremont St. Joe, her third, team's fourth. And Cassidy Foose at the line. Cassidy Foose with 11 points, looking for point number 12, and she got it. Let's see if Cassidy Foose can cash in on both free throws. Second free throw attempt. She missed it off the rim. Rebounded by Ryan Smith. Now quickly down the floor. Snell with the ball. Back out to Militello. Now over to Drewsbach for a shot from the wing. No good. Partially tipped and taken away by Lakota. Lakota hustling all the way down. Her kicks it over to her teammate. Now Vitt for a three-point attempt up top. No good. And Foose is going to get this one back, and that is Cassidy Foose. Now up top to her. Her over to Vitt. Vitt stops. Vitt pops. No good. Off the rim. Oh, but offensive putback is up and good by Cassidy Foose. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. So give Cassidy 14 to the game.
Timeout. 6:59 to go in the game. 44-17. Lakota over St. Joe. Well, it's going to be what, another couple of weeks before they start the playoff games?
It'll be here before you know it, Dan.
I think it's just about the last weekend of February, isn't it?
I believe a week from Monday
and the boys
will be
start
that week of women's sectional tournaments.
Yeah. Don't the boys start that following week?
They do, the following week.
Yeah.
Yep.
You going to go to some of the games?
Absolutely.
So if anybody sees you down there, you'll have some Buckeyes for them and some of your business cards?
Absolutely. Spread a little Buckeye love. You know.
You guys have to hunt for those Buckeyes. You have a secret place where you go to get those Buckeyes, and I'm not asking for it. But it's a secret thing, right?
Right. Absolutely.
And then you go out in the garage and sit there with that drill
press and drill holes and make necklaces.
Yep, you and Therese.
Yeah. Well, you got to spend your time doing something. It's better than sitting in front of the TV eating a bag of potato chips. Because
exactly.
As a big guy that I am, I'd be really big then.
Yep.
Well, St. Joe just turned it over, and Lakota walks it down the floor. And right now, Foose with the ball.
44-17, Lakota leads.
Now, and Emma Gregg over to Foose to Vitt. Vitt swings it to the middle. Oh, right down the lane for a layup, and she puts it up and in. Aubrey Vitt is going to be fouled, and she's going to go to the line for a possible three-point play. Aubrey Vitt with 11 points, looking for point number 12.
Number 22, Marissa Wallace, her first, team fifth. Shooting the bonus for the Raiders, number 1, Aubrey Vitt.
That follows Marissa Wamas, her first, team's 5th. Aubrey Vitt looking for point number 12, and she did not get it. Now St. Joe wheeling and dealing over on the wing to Wamas. Wamas steps inside. Wamas. Oh, ball was just ripped right out of her hands by Cassidy Foose. Over to her sister Carly Foose. Shot is no good. Loose on the floor and picked up, and I think somebody got poked in the eye.
Yeah,
And,
looked like it.
And that was Carly Foose. And they need to check her out. And she's coming out right now. And
I saw her reach up for her eye right away.
Yes, Kaya Mumford into the ball game for Lakota. Well, the score obviously is going to, looks like it's going to hold true. Lakota's going to go to 16-5 on the regular season and 11-4 in league action. And Fremont St. Joe will drop to 4 wins and 14 losses on the season and 4-10 in league action. Shot is up and no good. And we are going to get a jump ball in there. Looked like Kaya Mumford along with maybe that was Emma Kelbley. But either way, Lakota will get it back. I'm sure Gary Geller will have his Lady Streaks ready for tournament action. Because, you know, as we said, it's a second season, a second chance at new beginnings. And, you know, if you play well going into the tournament, you could get hot and win some games. And I'm sure the Lady Lakota Raiders will do quite well in tournament. They got a very nice team. So that foul will be on Kelbley, her 3rd, team 6th. And number 4, Cassidy Foose at the free throw line. Cassidy with 14. Now give her 15.
5:44 to go in the game.
Cassidy Foose. She toes the line. She puts it up. No good. Loose on the floor. Emma Gregg with a save. Remember the things right there, folks, I tell you about Emma Gregg. The little things that she does so well for Lakota. Was such an all-around good ball player. Now Drewsbach with it tipped and right back to Drewsbach, and we're going to get a foul on Lakota, and that will be on number 1, Aubrey Vitt, and that might be Aubrey's 3rd, and it is, and that'll be the team's 8th foul. Paige Drewsbach, whose father, Todd Drewsbach, is very instrumental in the community of Fremont. Very involved with the organization called Parker's Purpose. And what phenomenal things that they do. It's an outstanding organization. Very proud of them in the community of Fremont. And Todd, Page's dad, is also the head football coach at Rossford High School.
And her mother is Amy, was Amy Vassar, and she went to St. Joe. She's a graduate there. About 1994, I think, somewhere in there.
Now her on the drive to the bucket. Her puts it up and in. Well, Emily Hurd did a nice job of getting to the rim and put it up and give her 3 points in the game. Now Wamas kicks it over, taken away by Lakota. Cassidy Foose walks it down, gives it to Aubrey Vitt. Now we're going to timeout on the floor.
It's the Raiders this time with a timeout. 4:54 to go in the game. 49-17. Lakota Raiders over St. Joe. Well, everybody out there, if you're watching this live stream, we've done a number of live streams this year. You'll see some of them still loaded up to YouTube, but we also have taken those home and edited them and put the edited version up too, so that you'll get a better idea of what we can do. But John, I got stuff going back about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, Dan, you've been doing it a long time, and we enjoy doing this for the community of not just Fremont, but a lot of the surrounding communities. There's so many of them involved, anywhere from Bellevue to Clyde to toward Oak Harbor to Gibsonburg and Lakota. And
I've done all those.
And you've been around, not as long as you, Dan, but we enjoy doing it and bring it to you if you can't make it out of your home.
And there are a lot of people who tell me how much they appreciate it. We just talked to Ty Ray here at Lakota, and he said he went and looked up an old 1999 game that we had online, Fremont Ross.
Shot will be up by Kaya Mumford, and it went out of bounds off of Lakota.
I'm going to have to get a new count on the stuff that I do. I keep saying over 3,000. I don't know how many it is now.
Endless, Dan. It's, it's just endless. The drive in by Schnell. The shot is up by Aubrey Ryder. So Aubrey Ryder getting into the scoring column for the varsity game as well, besides leading the way in the JV game. Aubrey with her first 2 points. And now Riley King kicks it inside to Kaya Mumford.
19 points for St. Joe and 49 for the host, Lakota. 4:21 to go in the game.
That foul will be on number 24, Aubrey Ryder, her first, team's 7th. And Kaya Mumford at the free throw line puts it up, and no good, off the rim. Rebounded by St. Joe's Aubrey Ryder. Now she gives it up to Maddie Militello. Militello with the ball. Shot is up and no good. Put back is no good, off the rim by Schnell. And loose on the floor, picked up by Militello, and she gives it to Schnell, and she puts it in.
21 points for St. Joe.
Aubrey Vitt with the ball. Up top to Riley King. And now it's going to be loose on the floor, and look like Mumford along with number 14 for St. Joe, Laura Schnell, fighting for it. We're going to foul on Schnell. Well, I should say right away, because it was actually on Mumford, because both ladies were wearing number 14. So I thought it was on Laura Schnell, but she'll be going to the free throw line. That'll be young lady's 5th foul. And she will have a seat on the bench, and she's done for the day. Laura Schnell looking for her first point of the game, and she got it. Well, she just tickled the twine from the free throw line, give her first point. Laura Schnell, a 5'3" senior. She bends, she sends, and marked that one down. So she cashed in on both of them. Nice job by the young lady.
23 points for St. Joe, 49 for Lakota.
And now Foose with the ball. Foose up top to Vitt. Aubrey Vitt looking. Aubrey Vitt kicks it over to Foose. Carly Foose backs out. Now she's going to try to run the baseline. And she's into a double. Kicks it back to Riley King. Riley King now swings around, puts it up. Shot too hard. Put back by Foose is up and no good. Still with the ball. Fighting for it and throws it up. No good. And Cassidy Foose will be going to the free throw line. That foul will be on Aubrey Ryder, team's 8th. First free throw's up and no good by Cassidy Foose.
Next week we'll have senior night at St. Joe.
Should be a lot of fun.
Because what, Friday night?
It is Friday night.
It's the last game on our schedule.
Yes. I believe it's the 18th. Shot is
yes,
up
I know.
And good.
That's my day.
Well, happy birthday, early birthday, Dan. That is your day. How young are we, Dan?
I'm registered at...
With what, the Historic Society or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we have a lot of fun, Dan, don't we?
I'm registered at Medicare.
Rebounded by Riley King and over to Foose. Well, as we said, this is Lakota's last regular season game, and the Lady Streaks of Fremont St. Joe will be playing next Friday night. So right now we're going to have a jump ball. Both girls going to the floor, hitting it hard. That is Schnell and Vitt.
Well, a week from today, I'll be starting my 8th decade.
Really?
I'll be starting my 8th.
Ah, interesting. Okay. So, folks, do the math. Sounds like a winner. Fleming puts it up and in. So the young lady getting 7 points in the game for the Streaks. Quickly inside to Emma Gregg. Back to Foose. Up top, no good, in and out, and rebounded by Manny Militello. Now it's taken away. Vitt puts it up and no good, in and out. She missed the layup.
50-25. The score is doubled up on St. Joe, and now their 34 has a chance to put a couple points in here. She has struggled tonight out from the foul line.
Yes, she has. Well, let's see if A.V. Fleming can hit one here before the game is over. Oh, short off the rim, no good. So A.V.'s wiping her forehead thinking, what can I do to put one in here? Yeah. I think she's going to do it this time, Dan. Hey, she banked it home. Awesome. So maybe the big net brought her some luck there when he said she was going to do it.
Yeah, first time.
Or maybe not. Maybe Big does just try to take credit for something. Well, young lady, give her 8 points in the game. Now Lakota with the shot. No good by her. And, we talk about these teams in the River Division, the Snussy Bay Conference. New Regal leads the way with a 13-1 mark, and Olford is right there in second at 10-2. And you know what? Them two played this afternoon, so that should be a great game between number 1 and number 2 in the league. And Lakota checking in third in the league. They'll be going to 11-4 on the season in league action. Foose on the wing for 3, and she got it. Well, Cassidy Foose just knocked that 3 down, give her 19 in the game.
Minute and a half to go in the game, 52-26.
Shot is up and no good, and rebounded by Cassidy Foose. Well, Dan, it's been a lot of fun here today. And
if I were at home, I'd just be watching cartoons.
Well, Aubrey Vitt just tried to throw it up and not, and she saved it on the floor, but over to Foose, her teammate. Foose puts it up, no good. And now the putback by Foose is good. So Cassidy Foose with the bucket, and she's going to go to 20 points on the day. Having a big game, scoring for Lakota, leading the way. Shot is up and no good and out of bounds. Shot taken by Schnell.
So starters going to the bench.
So as I mentioned, this is the last game for both teams today. Check that. And they'll get a week of rest. There may be some makeup games for 1 or 2 of them because there's been a lot of games that have been canceled here in the last month or so. But either way, Ryan Smith at the free throw line. Ryan Smith's free throws no good.
Oh, we had a couple of snow days, which was a welcome relief from having COVID days.
Ryan Smith at the free throw line. We're that number 21 on our jersey. Ball loose on the floor, no good, and Schnell's going to run it down. Schnell over to shot on the wing is up, no good by Militello. Put back by Fleming is no good, partially blocked, and taken by number 43 Grace Johnson into the ball game, the 6-foot sophomore. And we're going to get a whistle on the floor and a timeout.
54-26 is the score with 30 seconds left in this timeout. And we are under 1 minute in time to go in the game. We're in the fourth quarter here at Lakota High School. I'm Dan Henning for Everyday Productions, and with me is John Peters. The ubiquitous John Peters, which is what I said about you before you put your headset on after halftime.
Well, Dan, it's yeah, you always call me that. That's a big word. It's almost
you looked
like,
it up finally, huh?
Yeah, I finally did. So you can take that in a good way or a bad way, you know.
It's a good way.
Well, okay, well, I'll take it that way. So.
Well, like today, you're here. Last night you were there. You were, and before that you were somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, it's I'm trying to. I guess I'm trying to spread my wings a little bit. Shot is up and good by Militello. And well, Dan, take a shot of the St. Joe crowd over there. I mean, they're still here. That just shows a lot for the Streak fans. The Streaks are down by almost 26 points, and they're still here rooting their team on.
See, we got some of the guys there, parents, grandparents.
And now St. Joe with the ball. We're down to 10 seconds to go in today's action. 54-28, and the kick inside to Aubrey Ryder, and Aubrey Ryder's going to put it up in 2 for a basket.
30 points for St. Joe.
Yeah, Aubrey Ryder with 4 points in the varsity game of today's action. Oh, and that was Manny Militello hitting the floor hard.
Talking about Drewsbach, there's Grandpa Drewsbach over there, and his wife's there. There she is. She's someplace there. Tom Drewsbach. This is how he spends his retirement.
Well, you know, when you can spend time with your grandkids, that's a great thing.
Yep.
Because nothing's like it. It's uncomparable. You know, having kids is one thing, but when you have grandkids, it's a whole different. It's a whole different world. You know, and I love my grandkids dearly.
We finished the game. It's a 54-30 win for the Lakota Raiders. I'm Dan Henning for Everyday Productions. We're glad you've been with us. With me tonight is John Peters.
Well, folks, thanks for spending your time with us here in Lakota High School, and we've had a lot of fun. Well, Dan, we'll see you soon, and folks, go Bucks and God bless.
And we hope you'll join us right here again next time.